I'm Andy Mkosi, a documentary photographer from South Africa, and this series is called Behind the Frame. Today I have two images, both made on the same night, both made from the same position. And yeah, I think what is interesting about these two images for me is that it's the same setting but different activities happening in the frame. And really that night, to be honest, it was just one of those nights where I kind of didn't feel like being inside a club, but I had to be there because I was booked for a gig that night to come photograph that event. And so I remember I just sat. There's a couch at Kitchener's, or was I? Is Kitchener's still open? I heard Kuzovala, and then I heard again it's open, and then I didn't follow up afterwards. But yeah, but at Kitchener's, go call a couch. Clearly you're like against the wall where people just sit on when they're tired. I happened to be one of those people that night in 2020 or 2019. But I just ended up sitting on this couch and observing just like this, everything that was happening inside of Kitchener's from this one angle. Well, I think I was sitting close to or facing the door that leads you out of the dance floor from Kitchener's, not the one that takes you to the bar, but the one that takes you to the small courtyard by Kitchener's. But anyway, these are the two pictures that happened while I was sitting down observing the same scenario, or rather the same composition, but with different activities happening in them. The first one is someone dancing who's just lost in the music, you know. For me, what was eye-grabbing about like this particular person, because there were many people and many things that happened while I was sitting on that couch, but these are the two that kind of stood out for me. Not kinda, but they stood out for me. These two stood out for me, and what I liked about this particular one was I think the leather jacket that the dude is wearing, you know. Yeah, the leather jacket, guys, like, but this person was enjoying themselves in that leather jacket, you know. Just lost in the music, the hand is up, pointing up, and again you can see the Kitchener patterns on the wall. You can see that guy too is lost in it. Yeah, and this dude is just like so, probably his favorite song playing, which I can't even remember what was playing, but yeah, the leather jacket pulled me in, you know, and I thought, this guy's really enjoying himself, man, you know. Yeah, it's amazing like what your favorite song can do when you're inside a club. What it can do to you, even if you're a shy person. But when that number comes on, you bound to get up and dance. And I think that's what I enjoy about like being inside a club. It's just like observing someone who walked into a club quiet, coy, shy, and then when the DJ drops their favorite song, aya jumpa ya bamba baba. The other thing I wanted to talk about, like before I get to the last picture, I want to talk about how this project helped me transition from just being a stills person to filming. Because to be honest, I mean, if you're in a club, you see so much of the same thing happening sometimes that you end up like wanting to innovate, like, and try to do it like differently instead of getting the same result. And I think for me, I didn't want to do the pictures differently, but I knew that like, because club, guys, it's a party, I would want to relive some of those moments when I'm at home in front of the computer editing, like replay some of the videos. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm not like, because these images sorry. These images, ne, I probably don't have a video to show you or illustrate to you how lost in the music this guy was, but I think from after this particular night, I knew that I want to go back and just like try and film and stuff. So I tried it, and I think the advantage for me as a photographer was that like transitioning into cinematography, I already knew how to frame, how to compose. I had the basic of what one needed. This is according to me. I had the basic of what one needed in order to, you know, call themselves a cinematographer or become a cinematographer. And so like I would frame people dancing, take a picture, then from that same frame of the picture, I would film someone dancing to the music. I would film people interacting. I'd film people smoking. There was this one particular video I made. It was in Pimville, Soweto, 2021. There was a Pantsula dance off, I would say, and I filmed someone rolling the blunt. I filmed them smoking the blunt, and I remember, I think it was the Monday after, I posted that video, and people responded well, man, to that video, because the guy had rings. He was just like an interesting character, this like guy with the rings rolling the blunt and eventually smoking it. He looked cool. The sun was setting, you know, and that's when I kind of knew I also like really enjoy making videos, you know, and really enjoy being a cinematographer, and just like mortalizing those moments using film as well. And so that's when my interest peaked for things like directing, making movies, making short films, making documentaries. That's where like the interest was carved out. And yeah, man, like I think again this project was so pivotal in that transition, because that's where I would like practice framing, filming, and stitching stuff together. I'd share them with clients sometimes, or I'd share them on Facebook, on Instagram, and I could see like the way people were responding. Like there was I think the videos that I make have a feel. When I look at videos, sometimes I can immediately tell who is behind that video, who has made that video, directed, because of the style and the texture, the look and feel, you know? So yeah, man, like shout outs to MIDGROOVE, shout outs like just to transitioning, because it's helped me so much. Also with this audio as visual as well was kind of one of the things that also played like a big role in me being able to sit down and edit things that make sense storyline wise, you know, open me up to being a multimedia person opposed just to making stills, which is, there's nothing wrong, but I want to explore other facets within this, like my rod of izindo within the media industry. So that's how I attained the skill of cinematographer, and that's how I attained the skill for editing videos, right? So this picture from the same angle, same club, same night, same party, same scene, different activity in the frame happening. Two friends or a couple, queer couple, holding hands like this in public, for me just spoke to how, like, you know, brave they were, you know, love in the club like this. And I saw a lot of these, like a lot of like queer people being comfortable in the club, to kiss, to hold hands, to just be, you know. And what I, in my own like bias, would say is like a space where you can't really trust people in a club. And you know, just observing you, not to make this bleak or anything, but yeah, but like this picture, like for me, was powerful in that regard. Like it defies konke that is scary in the context of like showing love openly as a queer person in public spaces. So more than anything else, for me, this picture speaks to that, like that defiance of saying fuck it, dog. I'm just gonna love my person in public, you know? So this picture pays homage, homage to all queer people who are not scared of showing love in the club, in public. So this is PDA at its finest for me. It's just a beautiful picture, you know, see that embrace. So I really love it. Again, Kitchener's wallpaper, so iconic. And our Katal never wanna just lost in their friendship love or whatever type of love they are exuding in that moment. Which one of the two images that I illustrated namhlanje are your favorite? Let me know. Subscribe, tell your friend to check out the episodes and this episode. And yeah, man, just like keep on following this, keep on doing.